On the table today at Squirrel Stampede, Heroes of Goo Jit Zu Meteor Madness is here. We've got the all-new single-carded collection of figures. Of course, Blazagon, Thrash, Rockjaw, our favorites, as well as the ultra rare crunchy Rhinostone. What's that all about? Probably has to do about meteors, I assume. Each one of these guys this time gets a special meteor battle gauntlet to clip on and attack, looking good, as well as a variety of awesome goo filling filled figures. And incoming also some things like Gootron Supreme. What's that about? That looks incredible. So lots of things of goo with Meteor Madness. We'll show you everything they do.
Squirrel Stampede.
Please swipe.
Squash share.
This is a Heroes of Goo Jit Zu Meteor Madness Scrunchy Blazagon with Meteor Battle Gauntlet. I always gotta like old Blazagon back in battle. Almost feels like a little bit of a soft reboot on this series, doesn't it? I had to pull out my original Blazagon from deep storage just to kind of tell. As this time around, there's a lot of throwback looks to the new Blazagon, old Blazagon, except for maybe the old painted pants. Oh gosh, I just had a terrifying thought. Could this be considered vintage now? Oh, it seems like just yesterday we were introduced to these guys, but the time has taken its toll on this one. Actually, this one's had some really weird adventures. Originally powered up with goo-filled water beads, and they're still in there. There was a time he actually puffy expanded greatly, like the water beads and the air pressure inside turned him into a balloon, and then once discovering today, he is flattened on out. And the original water beads are, well, they kind of resemble fish eggs. Hey look, a piece of candy. So I'm not really sure how much longer this Blazagon is going to hold up. Over the years of more, he's gonna be in some trouble. That's why it's helpful to keep releasing new series to kind of give us a fresh Blazagon. This one with the scrunchy goo powers, giving it a test. It feels like maybe rice beads. We'll see though, we'll see. The gimmick of the Meteor Madness figure series, though, single packs, is the added meteor gauntlets inside. Little extra accessories, very nice. And there might be something to the Lavalicious pants too, we will see. Over on the back of the box of the Goo Jit Zu Heroes of Meteor Madness, we've got Blazagon, Thrash joining again, and Jaguar. And then also the ultra rare Rhinostone, and Rockjaw is back for battle. So let's get Blazagon out. A fresh Blazagon! Oh, you can feel the tightness in his skin, the pressurized feel of good, strong, healthy goo. And now with a spiky meteor battle gauntlet included. Oh, he feels so fresh compared to old Dusty here, who's also showing some battle damaged skin fatigue. So we do have these Lavalicious pants on there, but the legs are still stretchy. We're gonna check something really cool out with Rhinostone up ahead. But the Goo Jit Zu heroes, they're all still, like you want, 3 times their stretch size. Taking a little closer look at what's inside Blazagon. So water crispy beans with this one. Kind of classic, very classic. Goo fillings, one of the most dependable goo fillings, the Rice Crispy Crunchies, I say. I've been noticing that some of the jelly honey-filled Goo Jit Zus are starting to solid up to the point of lockdown, where they are completely solid. So with the water beans, they will have a longer lifespan. I like how they got his tail through these plastic shorts, by the way. I don't remember them doing it that way before. So add this to another pile of my Blazagon collection. I will always enjoy the scrunchy, satisfying sounds of Blazagon and the ultra super stretchiness. So who's up next? Ultra rare? Classic Thrash? How about a newcomer, Jaguar, instead? I watched through the first episode of Meteor Madness now that it's out over on the Moose channel, and I didn't see this guy, so I don't know what's going on. If he's there or here or where, he's just new and looking cool. A stretchy Jaguar. It's not Jaguar, it's Jaguar. I'm thinking he might actually have the coolest Meteor Battle Gauntlet with the 3 claws. That just looks menacing. You gotta be careful with these extra gauntlets, actually. I mean, why include something so spiky with something that could be accidentally torn? And once again, this line is captivating with amazing imagery. I can never get enough of Moose packaging characters. So let's get Jaguar out of pack. Oh, and it's Jaguar! It's the honey goo! I was just talking about the squishiness. These are great at first, but after, say, 2 or 3 years, if you're careful, they will possibly solidify up on you and become hard as a rock. I think maybe if you keep it in a library of constant good temperature, they do last longer, but say you leave it in the garage for the winter, they will turn to stone. Stretchy honey goo aside, this Goo Jit Zu is really something special. I like the green, it's just so vibrant, and the crazy claws on the gauntlet are really quite menacing. Extra stretch, I feel like, with the honey goos. I really feel like they hold a little bit better. They don't spring back as quickly. Great color. Very great pear lime green at ya. And also a good head sculpt. Interesting they didn't go with Pentaro in this series. I'm not sure if he's around in one of the 2 packs. I think not, but yeah. This guy is a really fun and flavorful new character to the collection. Up close at the honey goo squeeze. Not really much to do other than stretch. These guys get so heavy too with the honey goo, a little extra weight to them. Look at that stretch, look at it go. That's a great reach on this guy, especially with the claw hand. So high marks for Jaguar. Both looking good and an excellent name. Oh yeah, and the tentacle arm, I should point that out. He's got a tentacle arm. What's going on with that? Very Meteor Madness like. Okay, how long do we want to go to tease the ultra rare, right? Or do we want to go to classic Thrash or even Rockjaw back there? Let's do a villain. Let's do a Rockjaw. Once again, bringing back a classic. Always nice to see gooey Rockjaw in the collection. Oh, a puffed up gator. Great looking character. With his Meteor Battle Gauntlet. Also pretty nice on this one. Kind of has a smacked up meteor mace to it. I always like the purple-green color combo of a Rockjaw. Just stands out really well. A good adjacent color deal thing. And with crocodile teeth maybe inside, I always like the fillings when they're little pieces of something different other than just, say, a bead. So let's get him out and check him out. Rockjaw out and about. What a dude, right? Crikey, what a perfect bad guy. I like the half suspender shorts on this one with the strap going over the shoulder. That is funny, looks good, and the gauntlet on the side. I haven't talked too much of the gauntlets. They're really simple. They just click onto the arms, clip onto the arms. Really goo-like, just slide them in. They're not too much really in the sculpted plastic department. They're pretty simplified, but that's all you need really for a little extra accessory piece. They're kind of easier to install than, say, the previous weapon shooters, the slime water cannons that you would press into their arms. Those got a little clunky sometimes. That works pretty well. And so Rockjaw, pretty brightly headed color up top and then goes down a little deeper, darker. It must be all of these things floating inside. When his teeth settle to the bottom, it makes him look brighter up top. So you gotta mix those up a little bit. That is so satisfying. I'm getting excellent sound effects here. Especially when you can swoosh those teeth around from bottom to top, top to bottom. Look at it go, look at it swoosh around. This is one of the best functioning Goo Jit Zus I've ever held on to. It is highly entertaining switching these around. There is something like perfect balance on this one between goo filling water and the teeth. Rockjaw's gotta be the best in this series. And he's ultra satisfying too. I can't elaborate how it feels as the water and the beads fly through your hand. It swooshes through the body of the Goo Jit Zu. You can feel the vibration in the palm of your hand. It's very odd. It is a very odd sensory feeling. So super duper high marks for Rockjaw today. This is one of the best I've played with ever in the long-standing lines of Goo Jit Zu heroes. Alright, I won't torture you forever. We'll save Thrash for last because he's pretty cool, and we'll go on to the Ultra Rare. It would be Ultra Rare Crunchy Rhinostone. And this one, other being than Ultra Rare, is highly desirable for what they did with his legs. And I wish it was something they did with this entire series' legs, to be honest. We will see though. So he's crunchy, huh? Kind of diamondy crunchy. What is in there? What is in there? Kind of has like a TMNT Rocksteady like looking away with the Rhinoceros of Strength. Punch and twist it's got going with those hips. We will see, we will see. There's always something a little extra special about the Ultra Rares. And so, out of pack we go. Ultra Rare Rhinostone. And so what makes this guy different and Ultra Rare? Well, we've got an upper body that is classic squish Goo Jit Zu. Extra crunchy, kind of marbles. And then the best part, a solid legging system. Rhinostone has Lavalicious or Isolicious solid legs. And I really wish the full series had these. That's because this is the very first time you can definitively stand your heroes of Goo Jit Zu on their double legs. Thus finally bridging the gap between a total action figure and a goo filling figure. This guy is both a little action and a little bit goo filled. I think this is tremendously awesome. I so wish the full series had this way. I've always wanted to stand my characters up and they always just kind of, well, you know, do this. Or that. Or this. You still have your goo stretchy figure up top with sensory awesomeness of goo fillings, and then they are able to incorporate the same gooey filly stuff inside the legs, giving it a really cool sound sensory effect. So it's almost like 2 in 1. Then there's also an extra gimmick that I almost missed because I was so mystified by his solid legs, but he's got a twist punch feature that we saw in the back, so you just kind of rotate him around and let him go. This full series could have had that. It would have been spectacular. Oh, that is fun. It works pretty well. It's a nice solid spring in there. You go a couple times around even more, and then just give him a whack spin. So of course there's always high marks for the Ultra Rare. They do something a little bit different and they make it a lot of fun. I just wish they weren't so hard to find. These guys always fly off the shelf really fast. Of course we've talked about it before, then we find them in the laundry detergent aisle or something really weird and random. So if you see the Ultra Rare Crunchy Rhinostone with standing legs, look at that. I do not have to hold him. He stands. I totally say spring for him. Or is it crunch for him? And that leaves us with the final single-carded figure. Who doesn't have a Thrash collection, right? Thrash has been there from the beginning, always welcome to find. Funny, Pantaro is in the new season, but he often gets skipped, but Thrash is never skipped. I think it's just the appeal of a shark Goo Jit Zu, of course. We all want a shark character. Sharks and dinos never get old. And this one is... not really sure yet. It could have that swirly metallic filling. I'm not sure yet. We're not sure. Over on the back of the pack, Squishy Thrash. Yeah, that definitely looks like some of that swirly metallic stuff they always use every series at least once. I like it, but I wish we could see more filling like we saw with Rockjaw today, where it's an element like shark teeth or things like that, maybe little swimming shorts that make for a unique goo filling. Alright, anyway, let's get them out. And Thrash. Not to be too repeatful, but what is better than a shark figure? A Goo Jit Zu squishy shark figure, of course. This one feels like the easiest one to squeeze today. Maybe because I didn't put his battle gauntlet on yet. The plastic kind of throws you off. This one is so classic, so underwatery, so gooshy squishy, so what you would think Thrash a shark would have. Battle gauntlet, pretty nautical here with these spearfish shark. Oh, what shark has that nose tip? There's a special species of shark that has that tip of nose with the chainsaw claw things going on. That's a pretty nice little matching piece for him. Green matches his cool shorts. And it's a really nice, really balanced figure. You can't go wrong with this. You really can't. If this is the one you find, you can't go wrong with it. So mid entertaining marks for this one. Look out for it. It is fun. So that is the Meteor Madness single-carded collection. I always like to go through at least the single-carded figures. Also out there, of course, double packs. I believe that's where you find some of the new bad guys for Rockjaw to play with. But I think I'll pass and save my money for the big guys, and those would be... Now with summoning Gootron Supreme, or at least teasing. I feel like Gootron Supreme is so awesome, he deserves his own review. So we'll get to this next and check out this mighty giant. I love when they fuse these guys together. It's just so odd. Triple attack. So it's the Combotron of Blazagon, Pantero, and Thrash. There's Pantero. That's gonna be fun. And who do they get to fight? With their 35 phrases and lights? None other than Hydro Sting the Battle Scorpion. So tune in next time, we'll check out these Ultra Goo Jit Zu Titans out. Next, we'll get them into their own show because they are worthy of their own thing. I just hope they don't sting. I hope their own thing doesn't sting. Hydro Sting Battle Scorpion, right? Oh, and also, what should get its own thing too is the new Gooslingers. Timmy's, or is that Kenji's new Gooslinger teams. That's kind of interesting. They've taken the Goo Jit Zu figures and turned them into slingers. There's Thrash, the all-new bad guy Corruptagon. That's interesting, along with Jaguar and Rockjaw. Maybe we set some sort of target practice up set with them. So we gotta look out for Kenji's Gooslinger Mega Launchers to really get the full effect of these. And there's 31 Gooslingers to collect, so there's a lot of slingers, which probably is good because they might just end up in the hedges. So stay around, Squirrel Stampede will try to lock these down. Yeah, stick around next time for Gootron Supreme looking amazing, along with Hydro Sting the Battle Scorpion. Yikes! If you liked today's video though, please give us a squike, squirrelibe, comment your favorite most interesting thing of the new Meteor Madness Goo Jit Zu figures. Thanks so much for watching. Here's a few videos YouTube recommends. Thanks again, that's what I have to say about that.